You're watching All Angles here on eNCA with me, Cindy Mabi. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, it's now the 67th commemoration of the Women's March of 1956, and it's time to celebrate the phenomenal woman in South Africa. And what better way to do that than with a concert? We'll get to see the most talented voices in the country, and it includes Tamara Day, Holy Ray, Pilani Bubu, Ostebza, and Notende. eNCA reporter Theodor Mashele is at the event. Good afternoon to you, Theodor, and thank you so much for joining us. Of course, it's the eve of a Women's Day here in South Africa, and a lot of emphasis will be put on not only the resilience, the strengths, but also the talents of women in the country. Good afternoon.
Well, Cindy, this is such a perfect way to lead up to Women's Day that we're going to be celebrating on the 9th, just coming up now. But the Rock Sculpture Park is looking bright and beautiful today. They had the theme of white. I just want to show you our audiences that side at for the concert, and they're all dressed in white. Well, not all of them, but the majority of people here are actually dressed in white, which is the theme and supposed to symbolize purity and, just purifying the image that is woman. And this is not just a regular concert. I believe that I've been told that there was actually a workshop, a residency with 18 phenomenal artists that were kept in this workshop to come up with something that doesn't only celebrate women but also speak to the issues that are facing women in the music industry today. Now, I have with me here Olwethu Lishabane, who's the founder of an organization called Art of Superwoman. Olwethu, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us about the concert Phenomenal Women?
Well, I wish I could take all the credit, but, the Art of Superwoman partnered up with Nyrox to bring us the Phenomenal Woman concert, and thank you to amazing sponsors such as Isuzu, who were able to come on board and allow us to be able to put something like this together and be able to galvanize women and phenomenal women. I mean, some of the artists that we have today on the stage are the cream of the crop of South Africa. These are global superstars. And to have them in residency, have them creating magic, have them creating the storytelling we're going to see on stage today has been such an honor, and it's such an honor to also be Art of Superwoman and to partner with this particular cause. Yeah.
Now, speaking of this residency, what was the reason behind having a residency and having all these 18 phenomenal women coming up with this story that they're going to be telling through music?
Like I said, it's not your normal artists come on stage and they just do their own thing. It's they're bringing who they are, but women are collaborating, and that's what we're amazing at doing, right? Coming together, collaborating, making magic. And from that residency, Tamara will tell you a bit more. There were tears, there was joy, there was a lot of fun, a lot of magic being created in rooms. And some of that's just going to transcend the stage today, and people are going to be able to tap into that magic of what women do when they come together and they collaborate. Yeah,
well, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Olwethu. Now, what we know, Cindy, about the music industry today is the fact that after COVID-19, most of the artists had to reinvent themselves. We know that the music industry itself is not exactly the same thing that it was, and already women had their challenges before COVID-19, so you could just imagine what they have to go through now after when they're trying to reinvent themselves in this new world, this post-COVID-19 world. Now, speaking of the cream of the crop, I have the pleasure of having with me Miss Tamara Day, the beautiful Miss Tamara Day. Now, as we know, Tamara Day is one of the legends in the music industry. Thank you for speaking to us. Can you speak to me about women today in music? We know that after COVID-19, women have to reinvent themselves. What kind of challenges did you find yourself going through as an artist?
Oh, wow. Yes, women certainly have had a struggle on their hands. I think we all have. I think, for me, being a single mom as well as a musician, there's been so much rebuilding. But in that rebuilding, there's been a lot of reinvention and a lot of reconnection to creativity, a lot of figuring out just how powerful we really are. And it's funny, in the hardest of times, I guess that's when we elevate the most. So I really feel like coming out the other side of of everything, like, you know, this experience with COVID and everything that we faced and continue to face. It certainly has forced us all to look deeper and dig deeper. And you can hear it through the music that's coming out of all of us. And you certainly will be experiencing some of that today. You know, human beings are incredible, women are incredible. We have a way of turning the most challenging thing into the most beautiful, you know, evolution. So that's the focus for me. It's been tough. You know, I feel like we're in a sort of post-COVID I can't think of the word now.
Era.
Well, era for sure. You know, there've been, you know, things picked up at the end of last year, but it's been a bit of a slow start to the year. Thank goodness things are really coming alive right now. In Women's Month, I mean, August has been is a beautiful month, and has been treating us all really well, and I think we're all very hopeful about what's coming, and I think all the creativity that's been birthed from all of this is going to start coming to fruition now. So good times ahead for us all, for sure.
I'm looking forward to seeing your performance, and thank you so much for speaking to us. Now, that was the Tamara Day. They just reiterating the fact that women are going through such a tough time, but they are bouncing back. I will be coming back to you later on, just giving you the developments here at NIROX. Just before
so Theo, before we let you go, because you really have the fun stuff that you always do, but we really appreciate the fact that there are artists there who transcend culture, creed and gender, and that women are being celebrated this month. I just wanted to correct myself. I was a bit ahead of myself earlier on saying that Women's Day is tomorrow. It's actually on Wednesday, but we'll touch base with you again as we celebrate the creme de la creme of the South African fine arts. So that's eNCA's Theodor Mashele, who is at the Phenomenal Women concert currently underway.